Beautiful folks, wherever you are, welcome back. It's underscore Gintu, back again to the root of today. And here we are, it's one-on-one from the helipad, live, commencing this kind of the video from wherever you are. Thank you very much. And this is one of the hottest points we have ever been looking for, as we're going to be making sure that everything is coming to live, which is one-on-one. And I really respect and cherish your moment for whoever who is just watching and making it happen. But we have much of the things aligned for you, as we're going to be making sure that you're going to be getting the real segment of today that's going to be by folding and making it happen. But no one has ever been turning us into an imbroglio, nor in miscellaneous circumstances, and everything going to be coming to live. So guys, today you have much of the things to align to you, and I really respect for everyone. Today I've just received much of the YouTubers who have just arrived to my of the G Castle, because now we are just getting, because I told you that we're going to be receiving much of the YouTubers who are going to be coming to check on the G Castle, because much of the people have put already the appointments so they can just come and check the real G and the real G Castle, how it's just moving. And guys, I've been telling the people that we are just waiting for that kind of the moment, but people are not getting it very correctly. Because of what? Because of they thought about, Gintu is just lying about, this kind of the G Castle going to be coming out, and they're just doubting about, is it going to be reaching out where? But right now, look at where we are. We are just looking people in an aerial manner, and I'm just subjecting it to all the viewers who are just there to make sure that book their appointment, as we're going to be coming to the real G and vibing here, because there's no much of the intimidation or any kind of the portfolio of sloganizing that this kind of the things going to be going this one, that one. It doesn't matter how the things going to be coming. But the real factor is about it's going to not be for the cucumberization as Kenge ever did it, and such kind of talking about the condoms going to be thrown everywhere, as people going to be making sure that it's hospital only to gauge their own responsibility. But today, I'm going to be making sure that even whenever it's going to be coming to the end, we're going to be having much of the things about the party after party, but no condomization here. The only thing is whenever you have your own somebody come and just shenanigan here and telenovelize here and shagalabalize yourself here, and everything going to be very awesome. And we are waiting for Kenge. He has announced that they're going to be coming back to the village, and we knew that one, because they cannot go anywhere. I've ever telling people that, you know what, right now, the ones that he never knew that the moment he ever got this kind of the ghetto girl, the things now by folded. Now it's just whenever he can go to Argentina and come back to the village. Now he has to come and introduce the child to the motherhood and the motherland, and make sure that things are just getting so fantastic. We're going to be coming. I promised you that you're going to be arriving here, and whenever he arrives here, we're going to be making the vibe coming out correctly, because it has not been so easy, and he has ever been throwing us into an imbroglio. And sometimes, guys, how do you just calculate it? And from the comment section, how do you see it? Because much of the people talk about, the enemies, they become to be the friends. It's going to be coming. You can never know, because I'll be giving him a shout out for free and no conditions. So that's the fact. So we're going to be acting different, as not the way we are just being treated. I'm talking about, you should have a book an appointment to do what and what. Here it's just coming and telling, Gintu, tomorrow I'm coming. Food is not a problem, because here we have some lands to till our own food. Not the ones that every time we are just rushing to town and talk about, So we are waiting for that moment, because whenever you're going to be coming, I told people that much of the people now in Nyanyubansa, they're just waiting for that moment. Kenge is coming. We go to the villa. We just have a party. It's not a problem. Yes, you can just go and church and talk about, the kid going to be coming, you're going to be celebrating the introduction. It's not being the first time of introducing the kid. The kid has already been introduced, but the only section we can just talk about is one here, that all the things that have been also been put to the section, so as you can rhyme with them, is one that whenever you're going to be coming, yes, you're going to be coming. But to the real fact of today, everybody has just evolved. You're going to be coming and wondering, this is not the village I left it this way, because it's now diversing. People are now becoming, look at Masubo one here, is constructing a house already, and is making it happen. And today has given me some of the surprises, and I really appreciate, because this is what we call what we call now the friendship of YouTube, but not the friendship of YouTube that a person is coming out and talking about, you are fired in terms of the camera, because she knows that you're going to be gaining something. But right now, you're going to be just wondering, Gintu, what is really now happening here? Because the G Castle is so big and bigger enough, even where I'm just stepping here, It's just to be concreted already. And I think whenever you're going to be landing in Africa, I should have completed the house in terms of the upper section. Because he's preparing to land in Africa, because he doesn't have any work to do. The only work is because even the masterclass has been closed for him. He doesn't have anything to talk about the masterclass, so he has to come back to the village and eat githeri here, eat some rice of the village here, because there's nothing just to be talking about. And the real fact is one. Not that King was a bad person, no. It was just incitement from the wife. The wife is the person who is always coming out to talk about, no, you should not do that one. No, you are my husband. Now you know you should change on this. Imbroglios. But to the real fact of how the German of the Africa behave, they should not be controlled with a lady because of what? You now be controlled. Now you are controlling everything. Whoever is just surrounding you want. If you are controlled, it means that you are controlled with a woman here. And such kind of a thing, whatever she needs you to do, it's what we have subjected them to be done and to us. And for the fact right now, I know much of the people are talking about Gintu, how this kind of the things are going to be moving on. We are moving on very good, and I trust the process, and we're going to be making it happen. It has not been so easy. Much of the people might be evolving outside here right now and talk about, Gintu, you know what? I think you to be so easy. Down 1 year down, you are just already constructing a house, big enough. Like the people have just been into the platform for more than 5 years, but they have not done it. But we are trusting the process. And you know, guys, this is what I always say. It doesn't matter that this kind of a person has ever been into this kind of the platform for how long. It's determination, focus, and also making sure that you are trusting yourself, and you trust and talk about you will do it. Not like the other people that, I have to make sure that I'm cucumberizing or I'm sending some photos to us, I can just have this kind of the thing. No, it doesn't matter that's something. But the only fact is one. We can move forward regardless of just talking about, I have to send some of the photos. No, it doesn't matter that way. But what matters is, are we going to get forward? Or what's this kind of the process? Am I going to start it and go? So we are always engaging in some of the imbroglios that we have thrown ourselves, but we're going to be blaming other people. So that, it's because of this, it's because of this. No, nobody has ever been into that. And also a responsibility. You know, guys, whenever I started this kind of the platform, it was not easy. And you checked it for the people who started with Gintu. They know how I was running with fish. They know how I was running with the fish pond there. They know how I was running with the helipad. They know how I was running from the town to come here. So it was much of the things going to be coming out. But the real fact is things were not so easy for evolution and also to come out clearly the way they are right now. So we have to make it consistency and vibing always. And from the vibing, we're going to be talking about, things are going to be coming now. Really awesome. And the real fact of the day is... this is just a wake-up call to everyone who has been just sleeping and talking about, this kind of the people, and maybe this one. You know, guys, you do to the right now to the village. Yes, some of the people talk about, Gintu maybe is involved in cultism, Gintu is involved in the Freemason, Gintu is involved in this. So much of the things going to be said. But to the real fact, whoever knows this kind of the platform, and whatever they don't know is, there are people who are supporting even us to go forward. Because whenever they're talking about, they are just some of the female who are sponsoring some of small boys here, they're gonna be buying them some butter bundle, and butter bundle gonna be buying to us and making sure that they're watching us. And much of the time, people are just watching Gintu and making sure that they're just enjoying the content, and the content is gonna be coming out clearly. And I'm not having any hesitation. Because to the real fact how the village is, this is now how I look at the village. Now the village is going to be looking like a small town of me here, and making sure that I want to be monitoring, is that kind of a kid being hit there? I'm going to be talking about, hey, you, don't bring such kind of the nonsense here. So I'm going to be checking on how the things are going to be. And now whenever I will be just spotting here, now you can just check on this kind of the tree, how it's just belonging to this kind of the position. So it's becoming so fantastic, and you can now imagine now here I am, and how I'm just looking at the village and making sure that the village is looking so awesome. So I like this kind of the moment, and I really cherish it, and say that kudos for everyone who has been tuned and supporting it to make it happen, because it's not been so easy for it to come to this kind of the position. I really like and support for everyone. And guys, coming out with another circumphonious reasons that people are just entrusting their own affidavit. And the affidavit of today is let's move forward and support each other and make it happen, as YouTube platform gonna be so awesome, and also as we interact with like the family, you know, and whenever we are like the family, we're gonna be making it happen. Let's go and make it happen today. Hello, beautiful folks, wherever you are, welcome back. Stanis Koginto back again to the root of today. Here we are, it's one-on-one from the G Castle, one-on-one live. And this is on top of the G Castle, because we are making it happen. As today, I'm making it happen and I'm coming live, which is one-on-one. Thank you very much, guys, for everyone who has been tuned and making it happen, because it has not been so easy for us to reach in this kind of the section we have already reached. And much of the people knows how much of the stories are coming and how we have just cut and where we have just reached up to date. And today we have all the things that we have to embrace and make them happen, because people say, people will ever say, but we are the people who will just make it happen as we make it come out clearly. So, unto the affidavit of today, I really respect for everyone who has been tuned and you have just locked in and you're watching the video from wherever you are. Subscribe, like, share, comments, as we can just move together as a team, as we're going to be making it happen one-on-one from the G Castle on top of now I'm gonna be calling it a helipad. I don't know if I'm gonna be becoming a helipad. I don't know. But everything is so awesome as we are making it one-on-one. So we are coming live from the G Castle on top of the veranda, but it's not yet concreted, and that's where we are just moving to. So you can just see the vibe where I am now. I'm looking at the people and an aerial view. That's my car there. You can check it. So it's just there. So I can just check it in a down a sea level. And this is what the moment we were waiting for, and all the people are waiting to see what are going to be happening and how we're going to make it happen. And this is just the beginning of where we are moving to, and we're going to be making it. So guys, keep on subscribing, liking and sharing, so as you can be moving together as a team, and we're going to be making it happening. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, guys, today we have much of the things to reveal, because I've seen one of our ladies called, she's called Minnie Howie. Minnie Howie now is talking about the charity gonna be coming out, and the stomach is booming, booming, and they're gonna be taking some action so as the booming can be coming down. So right now everything is so perceptional, as we're gonna be saying that she is ongoing well, and I've checked on her, and we are just waiting to have a baby shower. How are you, Kimberly? Hey, Kimberly's down there, so I can see you. Hi. So guys, that is what is now coming out clearly, because we have been ever talking about what's going to be happening with the Minhao here and there, what's going to be happening, because she has left, she had been left with our boy called Claudia Joseph, but things are always moving, because she has to make it happen and make sure that she's going to be delivering her own child very simultaneously, without any kind of the hesitations, and making it happen, because it has not been so easy to her also for her to come and cover for such kind of the moment and come out such kind of the stomach coming out. You know, guys, this kind of the conjugal rights here and there, you know, sometimes some people here and there. So that's how the things are going to be coming out clearly. So we're going to be making it happen as things going to be coming to you live, which is one-on-one. I really respect and cherish for everyone who has been tuned and making sure that we are moving together one-on-one. Thank you very much. And also, guys, I was coming out to talk about we have this kind of the way we have ever talked about. We're going to be having the charity here and there, and we make it happen here and there. But guys, it has been so long, and also it has been so hectic for me to cover it up and make it happen as the way we are moving on, like the way we are. And I'm going to be going back to the same, because whenever the work now going to be so easy a little bit, whenever I talk about I'm going to be placing here this kind of it's called the slab of the veranda. If I can just place it here, it's going to be so easy for me to handle other small issues about the roofing and other things. Going to be so easy. But this one is the one that's giving a little bit of a pressure and a headache a little bit, even sleeping sometimes. I'm going to be having some some thoughts which are extra. But to the real fact of today, I'll say that I'm gonna be going back. I'm sorry to the people maybe who are talking about Gintu. I really like to hear about getting some of the greens to the vulnerables. Talk about getting some of the fabric to this kind of the vulnerables. Taking much of the things to the vulnerables, and also taking some of the sanitary needs to the vulnerables. But for the people who want to support and engage in terms of supporting, so you can continue making it happen, I really appreciate. And you can just now contact Gintu. I'm just available, and we make it happen again, because guys, it has been so, you understand, for the people who have ever done this kind of the construction, they know what I think about, and they know about the construction, so it can even give you a sleepless night. That's what I talk about. We are striving to make it happen, and I really appreciate for everyone who has been there and making it happen. For everyone who will be touched talking about, oh, Gintu, now we have to start with this and this and this and this, we're going to be making it happen, because we are the people who are available, and we're going to be making it happen. So from that one, I really appreciate for everyone who will be there, so as we can vibe together as a team. And also, I have another report that's going to be coming out clearly from this kind of the platform right now here about the section that we are having about the children going back to school, and we're going to be making it happen, because the children are going back to school. Wagwan. So it's the thing that we are making it happen, as the children right now. We have supported very many children right now to go back to school, and also for the people who have been thrown back home, so as because of some areas, some of talk about some schools are offering up to in a way that they're charging some of the students to pay the money for the teachers, in terms of they call them for the preps time, talk about extra time for the teachers. So sometimes they don't see it that oh, this kind of a student doesn't have even a fee to pay. How can she raise this kind of the money to pay for the motivation money? So sometimes the teacher should just gauge in terms of that one. And also for the children who are just supporting to make sure they're going back to school, they are the ones that are a little bit, they are just alongside, we can check on them, but there are people who are just sectioned in a little bit of internal talk about internal villages here, but we cannot reach out to them. But how are we going to do it? It's because of some acha basi kufanya kelele. So angalia binti ameenda kwa kina Jose. So that's how we have to move forward, because even the greens, guys, that I was ever giving out, the greens, and yet I have a shamba there, which is going to be coming out with the greens. And what I can just talk about is we are preparing the nursery beds and everything as we are continuing, because right now I have much of water that we're going to be supplying to. Acha itakuji kuangukia. Acha itakuji kuangukia. Yeah. Kimberly here has much of the things to take. Kimbi, uende kwa kina Jose. So guys, that's why we have to make sure that a little bit I have been going low, and you know, much of the people are talking about Gintu. During that time I had some of the chicken, but I had to disperse them so they can just give me room, because we had much of the work to do. The concentration will be low, and that's why you see that I just sold some of the chicken, so as I can get that kind of a good time for me to do the construction. After this one, I'm going to be making sure that I'm going further away, and just bringing them whenever I just finish the G Castle here, and make them come again and again and again. That's why you see the eggs are no longer available. But right now I'm preparing everything. It's because of this kind of the work of the construction. It has symphony me a lot of money that I was just taking some of the nursery beds, taking some of the villagers, talk about the way I was taking some of the people, so as you can go plant nursery, make sure that everything is coming, seed bed there and there. But it's because of this kind of the construction, it has hindered me a little bit. But I'm gonna be going back. Sorry for that one, for the people who ever liked such kind of the program of feeding the vulnerable and feeding the needs. But I'm gonna be going back to such, and it's a little bit of the section of money. You know, understand, guys, sometimes I was taking my money and even promising people I will just come, I'll do this, but right now I promise them and I act with whatever small I have, and much of the time I don't get it to the camera, and that's why you see much of the people don't have or don't see them coming out. But much of the people right now I'm helping without a camera, because sometimes some of the people come whenever I'm just vacant, maybe I just meet them wherever I'm moving to another position. But it's something which is going to be coming out clearly, and I really support that we're going to be making it happen. As always, today I've received much of the cement from one of the subscribers from the UK, and I really respect her, and I really love her, and I really cherish them also for everyone who has been performing their own magic to make it happen to the Real G. And also they sent to Masubo One, and Masubo One brought such kind of the cement to my own affidavit and position. And to the real fact about it, I really congratulate for everyone who has been tuned and making it happen. So this gonna be the end of this kind of the video. Thank you very much for everyone who has been tuned and making it happen. And tomorrow is another day as we're gonna be evolving and coming out with much of the things that we have not yet covered out, and we're gonna be making them come to you live, which is one-on-one. Today it's an aerial view. It could come and get now the donkeys doing that. So whenever it was doing that way and it was shenaniganing there, he could go to the center because he has knocked the door and no one is available. He could just get out whenever the donkey is doing this way and go to the center and check where is the conmam. And if we can get the conmam at the center, storytelling, you will even hear you know what? You will lie down.
I have never seen a conmam having a
friend.
A
Why?
woman friend.
Why?
She's alone.
She's always alone because of what? Machete man is a person who is aggressive and no one likes him. So, no one likes the habit. And also, it's the same with the conmam. She's having a bad habit, I'm telling you.
She have learned the habit of
the machete man. Because whatever comes, all the flying, it's called flocks of the same feathers, flock together or fly together. Why am I saying so? They come to the equivalence I'm want to tell you now. Because when the conmam right now, she is talking about, no, Mama Ann family, you are very bad. Mama Ann, you are very bad woman. I don't like you. My family is the one that helped you. What are you doing? Yet she's the one talking about, I'm going to church. But what she is getting out, I'm telling you, you have never done a work with her. She is eating, pinching, and applying some talk about a little air there. So as you cannot hear,
she's like a rat.
She's like a rat. So she's biting while. Why? It's because of this. The conmam has a very stupid habit that you have never seen. She's a woman who wants, it's like Kenge. They want only to benefit from you, but never benefit from them. Have you ever seen anything to do with all the people who are going there? They see, during this time, have you ever seen Doreen and Risha going there?
Me, my friend, the only person I'm seeing going there is Hello Baby.
Hello Baby. And when we are talking about Hello Baby, have you ever seen shooting a video with Hello Baby? Have you ever seen a video?
I think they are foolishing Hello Baby to be a news reporter.
He's just not a news reporter. He's the one who is just collecting data and getting to them.
And he's collecting data from them, bringing
and collecting from them and bringing it to us. And this is the fact.
Yeah, man.
The conmam is a person who can only make sure that you are synthesized properly. As she benefits too. She's a woman who can see that, oh, this is what my daughter is doing, and she can do it as long as it's bad or good.
In short, conmam, she's like a Gen Z.
She wants to be a model.
Yeah, she does not work with father.
Fellow, yeah.
She's working with our age mates.
Our age mates, exactly. Yeah. Why?
I don't know. Why? I'm afraid of her, even me.
Yesterday, it evolved that Machete man is saying that why is when Kohera Senior is coming, the con mom is going to remend the hair. She's going to retouch the hair. And now there was an equation that was about to have an attack yesterday. Machete Man was complaining that why is this my woman, talk about the con mom, is she going to remend the hair or attach the hair or retouch the hair, and the Kohera Senior is coming back. So it was seeming that the Kohera Senior is coming to take.
But let me tell you, you have to understand this again. You know, if con mom ran away from her daughter's father, the father that
first.
born the daughter, then
Go to Kohera Senior.
go to Kohera and run Kohera. Go to Machete. So it means they have vibed with the Machete. So Machete is controlling her.
That's why Machete Man is always aggressive, because there's a day he was saying that this kind of the women, we have to be so punctual with them. I don't want stupidity with a woman.
They can give you feces in the mouth.
They can feed you with feces.
Yeah.
That's why you saw even the Mwangu, she was saying that I'm going to poo as they're gonna be eating. What do I talk about? Right now, she's the one who is sitting and having a pregnancy right now, and she's being fed with the poo of the children, which is the fetus that is developing right now.
Stupidity of the highest level.
And highest order too. Because they think about that the only people who can make it happen. That the only people right now, she's gonna be now knowing the impact of becoming a woman. Because she was just running here and there, putting some parts here and there and making sure that she's going to club. Now look at the impact. And no one knows who is the father. You understand me?
Yeah.
And is
No one
now,
know?
no one knows. Even
I
even
tell
her.
you, it's a curse. I tell you, this one is a curse, my friend.
Even her, she doesn't know.
This is a curse, my friend. I told you. I told you this is a curse.
So
How,
this is
how
what is
comes
happening.
at 33 years old is cornering? It's
Not
like
having a punctual person. That's why he was ever talking about the guys. I want to go to the United States so as she can go there and just deliver at United States. The way Kenge was ever talking about. You understand? But right now Trump is a no-go zone.
big up, shout out to Trump wherever you are.
Trump.
Send them. They come back. Send them.
Let them come and develop Nyabuhansi.
Yeah, man.
And I like about this kind of an attitude.
Yeah.
Because even Trump was saying, why is this kind of the people going to invest money there while leave your country with no money?
Yeah.
Why can't you invest in your country and get whatever you want to get in your country?
Yeah, man.
Invest in your country.
Yeah, man.
And the fact is one, that's why you see the missionaries who came, they started telling us, you know what, Mayani? I have to feed you with, talk about, who was the first African, who was the first missionary to visit for
Vasco da Gama.
Vasco da Gama. Talk about Robert Rono who. Talk about Rono Watercraft.
Yeah,
Talk about Rono what. So many John Fisher. Rono what and what. So many people that a person who came and saw Lake Victoria the first.
And
do you think that there were no people in Lake Victoria?
You know, even this Wazungu, they are seeing us.
They were
like,
joking with us.
Yeah, man. How come someone say the first person to see Mount Kenya, and there's people who were born at Mount Kenya, my
Imagine.
friend, and they died.
But have you
There.
ever heard people talking about the first person to discover Mount Everest? No one. But why in Africa?
Even they are playing us with this
Imagine while a Chinese child
with the 12
with
years old.
12 is already developing a phone, assembling a phone.
And in Kenya, 12 years old, she's in class 6.
And she's being taught how the chest broaden, how this is the hips broaden.
The masturbation comes.
It is called if you see pubic hair,
You are a...
broaden of the voice.
Yeah, man.
I'm just sympathizing.
And a Chinese child can make a new a watch.
A touch screen watch. Imagine. And that's why I support and say that we were fooled. We were fooled from the past. We were fooled.
Our ancestors they were fooled.
They were fooled.
Not us.
Even us.
Us now we are waking up.
We are waking up while it's too late. Maybe we teach our children and make sure that they could not go to the same scenario, man.
Yeah.
Because it is so pathetic that an African, whenever you go to buy water, you buy from Dasani, which is a company from United States of America.
And we have water rivers here, a lot of rivers.
They are formulating here. You understand me?
We have a lot of gold. But they are going to...
you cannot know how to extract the gold. We don't have the people, don't have the machines to extract it. We don't have the manpower to do it. That's why we talk about this kind of the people should come back so as we can invest in Africa.
Yeah. So that our urban center can grow.
Exactly. And the real fact, I'm just sympathizing with the Kenge. Why he's talking about I want to go, while he can just come and develop the village and make sure that things are moving on. He's talking about the travel commando. Commando my foot.
My friend, you know, let me tell you. I think Kenge.
Even you are thrown into an imbroglio already. Because if you learn about the chest broaden, adolescence time,
that's how I'm quiet.
You are told that, Maji rebellion, people who fought and collaborated with this kind of the collaborators or the colonialism.
The missionaries.
My friend, we were hooked up.
And talking about Christianity.
Talk about Buganda Kingdom.
Religion.
Buganda Kingdom. So what is Buganda Kingdom going to help me?
You know, I'm even wondering. You
know,
so you are learning I don't know.
At least we'll be taught.
Chifu Kamwanga. I don't know.
Kabakamwanga.
Yeah, and in life, my friend, when you come to reality of life, my friend, the things that you are taught was stupid.
They don't even reflect the real
you know,
stuff.
It's like you take your child. It's better you take a child even you take to a carpenter.
The only thing that's so beneficial for a person who is going to venture into this kind of social media and culture. Social media to give out the cultures. If you have that idea of talking about I want to venture into this kind of the cultures, and I know you should be the person who is being taught this kind of the things. But not everybody to be taught that Kabakamwanga had 7 wives. Then, do we understand each other here, man? So we sympathize. And to the real fact, even I don't understand how it comes to the real life situation of looking for money and talking about Maji rebellion and talking about Pan-Africanism. I don't understand. If you want to be a historian, you have to be directed. That's why the system of Kenya is a failure too. We don't teach people the same system that we are talking about. This is what will be benefiting to a person. Let them select, I want to do history. You are doing a bulky of subjects.
Do you know that an African, there is a guy who cannot go to school and he will succeed
than a person
who have gone to school.
Look at this. There was this person who was how was he called? Bill Gates. Do you think that Bill Gates
is a
went to no? Do you think that Bill Gates was a billionaire? Was the first billionaire during the time he was?
I'm hearing him in internet.
Bill Gates was part of. There's so many people who are billionaires and they never went to college. They never went to university. They're just Form 4 leavers. And the people, look at many companies. Even the company I was working for, called Britain Investment Company. It is headed with a Form 4 leaver. if you understand me.
You have, you know, you are telling the truth. Even I'm coming weak. My body is coming weak.
We were told that a Bible, a
Lubricated.
Hey, lubrication is the applying of oil. You have applied oil, now it's going to lubricate the cervical cancer.
Yeah, man.
The cervical area for the passage. Yeah? Now you get me?
Yeah, man.
So when you have lubricated it very well, and now she's going to deliver, the talk about the mule or the offspring, all the fetus can come out simultaneously due to the lubrication you did. That's why they talk about continue doing it, not for the benefit of her or her to feel fantastic, but to give away that whenever now you are pregnant, all the area is blocked. There's nothing can go where the child is to the fetus. Nothing can just pass to the uterus. You know that?
You know, at my end of studying, I never reached at that ever. Now telling me.
So I'm telling you now.
Yeah, man.
So when now you are pregnant, you have got pregnant.
Not me pregnant.
You have got
women.
You have
I'm
got,
not Kenge.
Oh, no,
Kenge is the one who is pregnant.
Yeah. When you are pregnant, and now the person has conjugated and things are going good. Now you have deposited your own fluids there. Now one sperm goes direct to the uterus and fertilizes the egg. Depending to where the egg will be, fallopian tube or anywhere it will be.
Yeah,
sometimes people have it comes to the uterus at the middle of the uterus. It comes out of the talk about maybe it dropped from the fallopian tube, but it was not coming out like rain. You understand me?
Yeah, man.
Now it comes to the center of the uterus. Now it finds there the bounding. Then the bound, the X chromosome and the Y or XX, YX or YY. You understand me? So whenever they bound there and they fuse together, they start developing from an egg to an embryo to fetus, something like that. You understand? So whenever now
you know
it
the
blocks,
procedure?
Yeah.
From starting point and to become an is it embryo?
Embryo. It's called an embryo.
Can you start mentioning?
It's an egg embryo. Then you go to the fetus there.
No, you are right.
So
remember
you know
well.
now. You know
arrange
well.
Arrange
you
well.
arrange. You arrange.
You just continue. Just continue.
So this is how the things goes, man. So whenever now it's fertilized already, it blocks anything that's gonna be passing above the uterus. It blocks it. Now the only thing that's open is the cervical. So as it can start expanding, preparing the way for the child to come out. You understand it? With some hormones. There are some hormones that are triggered in the pregnancy time. Adrenaline, insulins, such kind of them. There's a hormone called methyltestosterone hormone.
Let me ask you a question before continuing.
Yeah.
That when you are talking about that, you talk about modern and modern experience.
Yeah.
But do you know that modern, traditional time, when you get pregnancy, you are being blocked at a place, or you are being taken to a original home where we will be staying there until you give birth.
In the ancestral time.
Why?
But not in the ancestral time.
I want you to compare.
Let me tell you how it was. Let me tell you how it was. In the ancestral time, when you get pregnant, you are left with your mother-in-law. You are left with your mother-in-law.
Start.
When you have not you. When you have a wife, your wife, then you are staying like me. I'm staying with my father here and my mother.
If you have a wife.
If I was in Nairobi doing work there,
no.
Let me tell you how it is. Maybe I'm doing a work in Nairobi. Then she get a pregnancy of 3 months to delivery. She's always given that kind of it's called how is it, maternity leave. She has to come and stay with your mother-in-law at your home.
Wait before you continue.
Yeah.
Me, what I have seen with my naked eyes in my grandmother, where my mother have come from, is I have been seeing my uncle have a wife. When the woman is pregnant, she releases her wife to go back to where she was born, and when she stayed there, she gave birth. She will come back with now a baby showing the man this way. Why?
Now let me tell you how it was.
And in modern time,
It's either the wife had complications with the stomach.
oh, have
Problems. The problems have to be addressed either with a person who is called Muguzi. This kind of the female who are the female doctors, the local female village assistants, who can help you how to deliver and give you the concept on how to make it happen.
Yeah, man.
During that time, they never had VCT. They have not to go and visit and talk about, oh, we have to talk about there's something they put in the stomach here, they hear from the ears here. It was not there. So there's this kind of a person who was talented to have it. Even whenever you go there, even right now they are there.
Yeah.
And whenever you go there, you'll find so many women there. Even some of them sleep there.
Yeah.
So as he can deal with them and tell them, this is how it is. And that kind of a person has that capability of even naming your child.
Is this person use power or
They
magic?
have magic. Have
Do
magic
you believe
power.
magic or power?
It's there.
magic.
It's there.
Why do you believe in magic?
Magic is there. We were born and we found it. It was there.
And prayer? What about prayer?
Prayers are there. And let me tell you one thing.
Which one?
God is
strong?
not a fool person. God is not a fool. And God is not wearing a short. Let me tell you why. It's because whenever God said that you have to be a doctor, why did he talk about Mayan should be a doctor? He has given that kind of the hospitality in you, so you can take care of the patient.
I have it inside me.
Exactly, the powers to take care of the patient. So whenever
That
he gives
is my goal.
exactly, that's your goal, and take care of this kind of the patients.
Yeah, man.
So when you find that a person is talking about, I'll just go and pray, and so as God can just heal me, you are doing nothing. That's why he blessed you with those kind of the doctorate certificates, so as you can treat these people.
Yeah,
but
man.
when they don't come to you and they die, no one to blame. They will be fools. You understand me? So God does this on purpose. And when the tradition, there were no hospital, he knew that he will have to gauge everything the way it's required. The person who will be a herbalist, the person who will be a doctorate in manna, and the person who will even inject you. But he's not learned. But he's not learned. But he can inject you very well than even a nurse who is trained. You understand? So God has his own purpose, and he knows that this kind of the thing should be done this way. And when you take your women there who are maybe pregnant, they know that this kind of a person can deal with them, and the people trust them. And even he can name the children, and he can tell you, no, it's not that name. Do you remember your grandmother called this kind of a name? You understand me?
Yeah, man.
So they just named the children. That's why you saw even Kenge at a specific time, he went to this kind of the magic people so they can just go back and trace the root.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. You have just make up good, clear point. So, which name is Kenge is having? Is it Machete Man name or Koher?
None of the above. They said that they don't want local name, Chacha.
Or they have mixed
called Chacha.
the fertilization.
It's called
Now
Chacha.
they
It's
have
called Chacha.
Chacha.
No.
No.
Maisha Chacha.
No.
It's called Chacha. I'm telling you. Yeah.
The Muzungu is Chacha.
No, he's gonna be black, man.
No.
Have you seen?
And let
Have
me
you
ask you a
seen
question.
here?
No. Let me
Here
ask
of
you
the
a
baby, yeah.
question.
Here of the baby.
You have the football field here.
Yeah, football field here. Yeah, it's the same.
And let me ask you a question. I know it's a stupid question, but with me,
But you know it's stupid.
I can't understand. Why is a black man when she
Black
have
man and then she.
oh no, when a black man and met with a white Muzungu, when they conjugalize,
When
and
they fuse.
yeah, and the woman come pregnant.
come have a D+.
Why is the woman bring a Muzungu child instead of a black one?
The genes.
Because the black
genes.
What is a gene?
A gene is inside you. A gene is a heritable thing. A gene, why can you find that in a home, a small recovery point, a small synopsis. In a home, you can find that there's the firstborn is short, the secondborn is taller.
Hey,
Why?
You have to go.
We have
and
something
search
called
clearly,
we have-
because you can find that the woman corner.
No.